Hello, 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 Africa. Tell me how you're doing. A big welcome to Trendz here on the SABC News Channel 404. We are coming to you live from Auckland Park, Johannesburg. My name is Rufil Wemwilwa, and if you want to get in touch with us, our Twitter handle is @Trendz on SABC. In our first story for the day, 100 years later, the Converse Chuck Taylor All-Star is still the most worn sneaker of all time. This past week, Trendz was invited to the behind-the-scenes photo shoot of the Converse Reverse Seasonality Holiday 17 campaign. The campaign took over the streets of Jozi with influencers such as Tide Levi, Frank Casino and Fifi Cooper. Take a look at this.
She is young, hip and trendy. Hip-hop artist Fifi Cooper is a perfect representative for Converse's name of campaign. The campaign is aimed at celebrating the daring spirit of today's youth culture with a diversified cast and crew from Argentina, Australia and South Africa.
I feel like Converse chose me because of my personality, and I believe in originality, I believe in versatility, trying something different, and that's exactly what Converse is about. And they just gave me a call, and boom, we just had to work on this amazing, summer range that they're doing, #ForeverChuck summer campaign.
Created and shot by new age storytellers, the Startists, the campaign seeks to explore the latest trends in high-low styling that matches Chuck Taylors with everything and everyone. This week, the streets of Joburg were abuzz with cameras, lights and plenty of action when the 2017 summer campaign starring Fifi Cooper was shot.
It was like joy at first, and then research, and discussing what we want to get out of it, and just staying true to what we want, as well as contributing and collaborating with fellow artists. So it was just those thoughts coming together and just making sense for us and making sense for our fellow collaborators.
Yeah, I think definitely like one of our biggest influences, Converse, growing up. We've had it as a kid, as a teenager, as a young adult, so it was like quite a huge compliment for them to say, yo, we want you guys to shoot this campaign and to be part of it. And that's exciting. They wanted basically for us to do what we do best, which is telling our stories the way we tell them.
The Converse sneaker has been around since 1917 and they come in different styles and colors to suit every look. The Chuck Taylor All-Star sneaker was the original basketball shoe, but its purpose has changed over the years. With its timeless silhouette, vulcanized rubber sole and unmistakable ankle patch, the Chuck is made for your self-expression.
It has been amazing, we have been shooting Joburg, knowing that style vele setswa teng mo batho botlhe la batswa ko magaeng batla go zama ka fashion. That's when ukila bona do tsotlhe di simolola. So it has been so really amazing for me. I mean, it's my first experience ke bereka le Converse and I'm really loving everything. They get me very well and I love the fact that I'm comfortable in everything that we're doing, in terms of my style as well. So it has been absolutely incredible.
The campaign will drop in October.
And so they were here just last week. The Samro Foundation once again this year hosted 13 keyboard semi-finalists for the much-anticipated Samro Overseas Scholarship Competition. Held at UNISA's Matthews Hall in Pretoria this past week, the competition opens the floor to keyboard players from all over the country to compete for the ultimate prize of 200,000 Rand worth of a scholarship. Take a look.
First conceptualized in 1962, this competition has gained popularity over the years. Once again, it lived up to its expectations, that of giving young musicians in the country a platform to make their mark. On this day, keyboard players contested in the jazz and Western art music categories. At stake is a 200,000 scholarship for the overall winner and 75,000 Rand for the second runner-up.
This competition is about the best of the best in music in South Africa, and it goes back to 1962. So SAMRO, when it started in 1961 as an organization, it decided you have to invest in where you get your money from. We get our money from music, so we invest in musical talent. We gave the first scholarship in 1962, and we gave in 1964, and we've given 78 since the 1960s.
Willem de Beer and Megan Geoffrey Prince, who competed in the Western Art Music category, were the first pair to go through to the finals, while Ntando Ngapho and Nicholas Williams secured space in the jazz category.
I feel relieved. The pressure is pretty high. The people are very talented that take part. So it's quite an honor for me to be chosen to go to the final.
It's very exciting. I've worked hard, so I'm glad that it's rewarded. The competitions are very ungrateful things. You know, everybody works hard, and then only a couple get to play all the music that they've rehearsed. So I'm glad that I get to do that, and yeah, looking forward. Very excited.
You know, as you become a performing musician, you lose time practicing because you end up having to play performances and gigs and stuff. So it's been a great opportunity to force myself to practice more consistently again, like I used to when I was studying. So that's been great. And also trying to control your nerves, trying to keep your mind focused and not worry about what other people are doing, because it's all about what you can bring to the table. You know, everyone here is great, so it's going to be a difficult decision for the judges.
I feel very honored, and I think they are incredible finalists who are in this year's competition. They added an extra. They usually have 6. They added an extra because they said the standard was so high, which is to be expected of South African pianists. I've always thought that we've got such a great crop of South African jazz piano players. It's an honor to be amongst these guys. A lot of them are friends, you know. So, and I don't go into this competition with the thing is that the best person is going to win.
The finals are currently underway in Pretoria, and the ultimate winner will be announced later today.
Now, she may be new in the music industry, but already Afro-pop singer Naledi Brown is making waves. She has performed for royalty. Naledi honored an invite to sing at King Goodwill's Zwelithini's 69th birthday party. And that's not all. She also wowed President Jacob Zuma with her song titled Ndiyamthanda Lo Bhuti at a gala dinner held for the president. Now, she's here with me in studio to talk about her debut album called Buyele Khaya. How are you, Naledi?
I'm well, thank you.
Fantastic to have you here, looking so bright and lovely.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
So new on the music scene, and you are not even doing big concerts. You are performing for the biggest names in the country. Tell us how that came about and who you are and what you're all about.
Okay, thank God. I'm Naledi Brown. I'm a traditional Afro-pop singer.
Okay, so I like that because you said traditional Afro-pop.
Yes.
So I want you to tell me what that means.
That means that my album has a lot of traditional elements in it. It's not just Afro-pop. It's very traditional in most of the songs, except for Ndiyamthanda Lo Bhuti, which is an Afro-pop song.
So you're saying this for our President JZ?
I sang that for the president, and and he liked the song.
Yes, yes.
And also, the president has my CD.
Fantastic, fantastic. Did you autograph it for him?
Yes, I did.
Nice one.
Yes, I did. Yeah. So I'm coming from the Eastern Cape. I'm doing this music thing now. It's a nice thing that I love a lot. It's a 10-track album, Buyele Khaya, which was only released in April. Okay. But already I'm getting a great support and great response from the people.
Fantastic. Yes, and so before this, when you say you're doing this now, I mean, did you always know that ultimately music was your end goal, or did you start in something else? You know, did you have a 9-to-5 like other people?
I still have a 9-to-5.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I always wanted to be a singer. I always wanted to be a performer. Because I love art. But I started with my academics and then got a 9-to-5. Then I thought, let me pursue my music because I want to achieve everything that I wanted before I die.
Yes,
of course.
For all your dreams, and you have the talent for it. So in your family, in your circle, who have been your biggest influences? I mean, were you always the one, you know, at family gatherings, they always said, Naledi, you know, sing for us, or who just said, you know what? Take the risk, do it, put yourself out there. You can actually be a great singer in South Africa.
Yes, my mom is a teacher, so she used to be a choir teacher at her school. Yes. And you know, most dala they can go to and do anything at school. Yeah. So I was part of the choir, my mom. Okay. And then as I grew up, when we had things at home like gatherings and other things, I would be part of that and just get on stage and dance. And then I realized that I have love for music and art. And then I also joined our local groups, doing Sarafina, Bomengo Groove, and other things.
Fantastic. And so where to from here? Your debut album has been released. So where are you performing? Where are you taking, you know, the Naledi stardom to next?
I have been fortunate, though my music is not yet out there, but I'm already being booked.
Fantastic.
Like tomorrow we are at Nelspruit. I'm singing at the Women Entrepreneurship Awards. We're traveling tonight. And the aim is to get the music out there. We are doing local tours. Yes.
Okay. And I mean, when you decided traditional Afro pop, you know, was your path, what do you have to say? I mean, in terms of even the way you're dressed, you know, we can already see there's a lot of a rich sense of pride and heritage and, you know, who you are. Basically, you're not trying to be somebody that you're not.
Yes,
you know?
I'm not trying.
That's
I'm not
important
trying
for
at
you.
all. Yes, I'm Naledi Brown, who's a traditional person. I respect and observe traditions and cultures, different cultures, and I think that makes that is what makes us. So that's why I am more focused in this music, because I felt that it fits with who I am. It fits with my vocals, because I didn't want to do something just because I love music. That doesn't suit me.
Fantastic. And it being Women's Month, who are some of the most iconic singers that you know, that you look up to and you say, one day I want to be remembered like this person?
The late Brenda Fassie. Usisithandiswa Mazwayi. There's a lot of them. I would also one day would like to work with Utatumbonge Ngema. Those are the people that have influenced me. Yes.
Thank you.
Mama Miriam Makeba, how can I not count in the Busim Klongo?
Right, right. Okay, well, some of those are still alive and you may work with them in future. The star is only, it's not even, you know, the sky is your limit. You will definitely make a mark, and thank you very much for coming, and we look forward to hearing you later on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was Naledi Brown. Yeah, we're going to an ad break. Trendz comes back after this. Back, you're still watching Trendz. So while the chilly winter season is not exactly almost over, we are looking forward to warmer days, and the question is your wardrobe up to date and spring season ready? Well, if you're uncertain or keen to know what's trending, we have got you covered. We were invited to an exclusive Spring Summer 2017 preview at one of the high-end boutiques at Hyde Park, and this is what you need to know.
A new magnificent range of French and Italian items have just been unpacked this season. Spring Summer 17 will bring lots of exciting new prints, fun textures, denims, floral dresses, stunning silks and embroidered colors. Nikki gave us a behind the scenes on the must-have items and trendy statement pieces that will instantly update and refresh your wardrobe.
And here Talisha has got a skinny pair of jeans with a raw edged hem, which is a very big trend at the moment, and it's got the feature of the paint splashes. You also see her with the denim waistcoat. Embellishment on jeans are huge, and you can see it's got a bit of an Aztec feeling here, a little bit of beadwork, and it just adds another texture to the outfit. Of course, slogan t-shirts are here to stay, and you've always got to make your statement with your slogan t-shirt. This is a very amazingly striking one with a bit of gold brought in. And I think that one of the key things we like to do with outfits is have your third piece. It's often quite difficult in summer, being a hot season, to have your third piece, because often it's a jacket, but this is a great way to have your extra addition in your outfit. The second outfit we're showing here is radical florals, which are very oversized and are also picking up on the trend of clashing colors, which is amazing. You see the purple with the red, and you can be very brave and go head to toe floral, or you can split it up as we have done here. We're also seeing the ruffle trend, which is here to stay, as well as the asymmetrical off the shoulder. The camo trend. Don't let anyone tell you that camo is not a neutral. We are obsessed with camo at Nikki, and you can pair it with absolutely anything. Here we're actually picking up on the trend of mixing the patterns that we spoke about earlier. For example, you've got the stars printed over the camo, which is a great vibe. Also, when you're wearing your outfit, if you've got quite a narrow bottom, it's always nice to pick up on the voluminous trend of the top, which is the lovely soft boxy top, which is slightly cropped and wider, which balances the silhouette very nicely. Now for summer, the dress is your best friend. It is the easiest item to wear. You don't need to have to worry about what it works with. If you really want something easy that just works, a printed dress is sensational for summer. The play suit is such a wonderful, fun trend. Here you are seeing how we have mixed the very bright colors with your basic olive, your military olive. So that's just showing how you can introduce the two difference, the brights with the more minimalistic military kind of look. It's got a beautiful back detail. And you'll see again, you've got your embellishments on the tassel feature at the back. This item looks amazing as Talisha's got it with heels, but will look equally amazing with gladiator sandals. This dress you would think would only be able to be worn on more special occasions, but again, this season is all about experimenting and personalizing your outfit and pushing boundaries, and this can look amazing with a little cropped denim jacket over and wear it more casually. So though we've shown it here dressed up with the heels, it can really be an amazing item to work in your wardrobe. This amazing off-the-shoulder dress is showing a little bit of the Japanese trend and influence that's also come through on the season. You see kimonos and all kind of Japanese-inspired prints. You've got the lovely detail of the feathers. And we always say in an outfit you always need something like color, print, texture or shine. Here you've got your little bit of texture and you've got your print. So you're well taken care of that. You don't actually need much more than that. It can be worn on the shoulder or off the shoulder. Can take you day to night, heels to flats. Trendz, thank you so much for having us this morning and allowing us to show you the sneak peek of Summer 17. We had so much fun. And please don't forget to follow at Nikki Boutiques on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook.
Thank you so very much to Nikki Breger. So Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week took place out at Midrand's Mall of Africa recently, and they showcased the most beautiful designs from some of Africa's finest. Now we caught up with some influential trend analysts at the event who gave us some insights into the business of fashion. Take a look.
August marks one of the biggest weeks in fashion with Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. Africa Fashion International recently hosted the event at a brand new venue, the Mall of Africa in Midrand. And while all the hype was around the spring designs on the coldest weekend in August, we also take a look at the business end of fashion and retail. We attended a trend forecast masterclass with analysts Dave Nemeth and Nicola Cooper, who gave some serious insight into how to stay relevant in this fast-changing environment.
Well, I think it's really important for people who are developing brands or for businesses to understand that the way that they've done business has to evolve and has to change with the newer generations, how they've been brought up, what their ethics are, what their aspirations and their hopes and their dreams are. So it's a different world due to technology and social media, and that's constantly changing as a result. So the idea is to really focus on an ever-changing consumer typology.
Once the makeup is on and the hair is set and all the models have walked their best walk, Fashion Week comes to a close. But only half the work is done. Retailing these designs to consumers is next on the list. And having observed the latest trends internationally and integrating them into your work will come a long way in taking the clothes from the catwalk to the streets.
Africa is ready for everything. Africa is going to see the growth, and Africa is exciting. The complexity is that we are speaking to so many